Probably down that way. It's not ready to see you help me unload it. All right.
You are going.
Our guys had a flat car coming in on that big 18-wheeler, so they're coming in there and
they have a lawsuit going on to try to reclaim the heirs of Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster are trying to reclaim the rights of Superman. And as part of that, a large memoir that Jerry wrote, and nobody's ever seen the light of day that came out. And it told a little bit about what Jerry was thinking about when he created the character. What do you know about the story, Jerry? You know why he did it?
I've heard some theories.
Yeah, what are the theories?
His father was gunned down. I heard that Jerry's father was murdered, that he was shot, which is why Jerry would dream of a bulletproof saber. Some people are thinking Jerry was Jewish, and there are several legends in Jewish lore of an invulnerable savior that overlooks them. There's a couple to start with.
Those are great to start with. In fact, you're going to come up and finish the talk up here. Do you mind? Anybody else know anything about Jerry Siegel or Joe Shuster? What happened with them? So, one of the theories is that Jerry's dad was gunned down during a robbery. And the fact is that's not true. What happened was, there was a robbery. Jerry's dad, this is Cleveland, Ohio, in the middle of the Depression. And Jerry's dad owns a used clothing store. And one afternoon, a couple of guys went into the used clothing store, and they end up looking around and walking out with a suit of clothes that they hadn't paid for. And Jerry's dad was a very weak heart. He was never gunned down. There was no violence that the police ever reported or anybody else did. But Jerry's dad has a heart attack during this robbery of his clothing store. And by the time they get him to the hospital, he is dead. And Jerry is the sixth of six kids, the youngest of six kids of this guy who owns this used clothing store. And at a very tender age, as a teenager, he loses his dad. And so he is devastated. His dad, as his hero, is gone. And he stays up at night and he dreams. Jerry Siegel was a kid, as he says in his memoir, who always, when he was at school, was the shrimpiest kid in the class, the one who got kicked on the most. And the kids used to tease him. They used to call him, instead of Siegel, S-E-I-G-E-L, they used to call him S-E-A-G-U-L-L. And they used to say, you're like a bird, Siegel. And Jerry dreamed about actually being a bird, having the power to fly away when the kids were teasing him. And he used to go up on his garage roof, and he would jump off, holding an umbrella from his garage roof, and pretend that he could fly. He was a little kid, like lots of little kids, like me, and maybe like some of us. When we were a kid, wished that we could be inside of us. And see, we weren't as mild-mannered kids, wore glasses, and was a little too round and a little too short, like Jerry Siegel. We wanted people to be real Superman. And so as he tells the story in his memoir, he played out the story of a guy he called Superman. And the first Superman was made out in a country that needed a hero to believe in as it was trying to take on a depression and a war. And so